you see the tinsel in my hair? I work so hard. The Mona Lisa's in there. Come on. Do you think anybody's going to be able to tell that I ain't got a bra on? It's my house and I'll do what I want. Get to my questions. Testing. Okay, I think that's better. And 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Single on the Rocks. I'm your host, Locastillo, where we talk all things dating, modern. Why do I always want to say modern living? Modern dating. I don't know what it is. I'm still working. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I have not even worked on the intro. I promise you I will work on it before the next episode. Not this episode, but the next episode. And the next episode will be a fun one. I mentioned it before on not this last podcast, but the other one, that I am doing a Christmas special. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It shall be fun. But welcome. We're still in December. It is December 18th, I believe. Yep. I am literally filming this to the last minute. I'm not gonna lie. Your girl tired. Your girl is tired. I'm not tired from this. I'm just tired in general. You know, life has just been lifing, and I needed to chill. Like, I am ready to chill. I need you to listen, universe. I have said my affirmations. I have said my abundance. I'm going to need you to chill. And then with that note, oh my God, cheers. Cheers, baby, to this episode. If you are listening, I hope that you are grab yourself a drink, pause this, grab yourself a little cocktail, mocktail, water, juice. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because here we'd like to just discuss all things. So welcome back to another episode of my series, confidence at any age, right? Confidence, how to build confidence, how I got my confidence. I'm going to mix it up just a little bit today because I have something really fun. Side note, Alan was supposed to be here, and we were actually, I can't blame it on Alan. It's my fault. We were supposed to film on Monday, and he had every intention of coming, and he did come. And was it Monday? Yes, it was Monday. And I was like, you know what? Because we were supposed to go do something else afterwards. And I said, you know what? We're not going to have enough time. We'll save it for the next day. And I was like, that gives me plenty of time. It's not a big deal. I just need an hour of your time. He was like, yeah, not a problem. All for it. Cool. Tuesday comes around, and things just didn't work out. You know, lives happen and life is life. And so it's okay. We'll do a solo episode. And Sasha, every time I film, girl, your mom is trying to do something right now, and you just want to drag your gold chain all across the floor. I don't know if y'all heard her. Anyways, okay, cheers. I hope you guys are having a really good week. I hope that you guys have been able to get Christmas shopping done. I haven't. It's the 18th. I have not done not one Christmas gift. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just I'm tired. That's the only excuse I have. I can be a very habitual procrastinator on a lot of things. And usually Christmas is one of them. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think there's, I have hopes to always try to get that done early. Like, I'm gonna go Christmas shopping in July. That never happens. I'm gonna go Christmas shopping in October. That never happens. And then here I am, December 18th, and like, oh my God, I need to go and try and order things online. Is it going to get here in time? Probably not. So I need to actually go out into the world and try to face that crowd of all the last minute shoppers, because I know I'm not the only one. So, yes, that's what I'll be doing probably tomorrow. Also, exciting news, speaking of Christmas presents, I was gifted a sign, and I am so excited because soon this is going to change and the area is going to look a little different. So I'm excited for the new stuff. So stay tuned for that. So that'll be definitely exciting. So let's get into today's topics. My first segment is we're going to be discussing modern dating dilemmas, the talking stage. We all been there. We've all been in the talking stage. And if you haven't been in there, it's pretty much, the beginning or the end of where everything goes. But, there's definitely a timeline on the talking stage. So when does it become a relationship or just a waste of time in the talking stage? And, that's a really good question, because I was asked this question and I was like, right now for me, I am not in a rush to get in a relationship. I am not in a rush to, be locked down. That's a little bit of a tricky one. I honestly feel like it's case by case, but talk about like in a normal setting. In a normal setting, it should become, you should know by 90 days. I feel like for some people that it's like, oh my God, that is a long time, or that is not enough time, whatever. That's why I say it's a case by case basis. But if we're talking about generally, because like say you're on the apps and then you start seeing someone and you start dating or whatever, and you obviously are on the apps because you're looking for a relationship. So if that's the case, if that's the scenario, then what I would say would be 90 days, because a man knows on the first date, probably knows within a few minutes if he's going to take you serious or not, and if you're going to have a second date. So I feel like for the woman to kind of like have it in the back of her mind, by the third month, like something should be said, something of like, yeah, we're going to be exclusive, like we are getting into a relationship now. I definitely think that is something that should be discussed sooner or by 3 months. And if it's not by 3 months, if you don't have any type of communication, then you are wasting your time for sure. But signs that it's becoming a relationship would be consistent communication. I have some notes down. Consistent communication, making future plans together. So if you plan on like you're sending reels back and forth of like, we're going to go here, we're going to go there, I want to go here next year, let's make plans to go here, whatever, then he sees you a long term. And if he's saying that shit and that's not really what he means, karma gonna come knocking, baby. You're gonna end up finding that one girl that you really do like and she's not gonna like you, or vice versa. So don't play with people. That's why I always say don't play with people. Play with your mama, don't play with me, okay? So yes, if you plan on dating someone and you're on the apps and you're trying to like your end game is a relationship, and then level that up, then yes, for sure. Another one would be introducing you to family and friends. Friends can be, I feel like a lot of guys will introduce friends. I feel like girls are a little bit more picky. Maybe not. It just really depends on the girl, because she does value her friends opinions. So sometimes, like for me, you're not going to meet my friends right away. No, like I have to really like you and really take you seriously for you to meet my friends, because I feel like if they meet you and they like you, but it doesn't work out, y'all are going to remain friends. And like, no. Mm-mm. Another one would be emotional availability or emotional vulnerability. So if y'all are having those deep conversations, if y'all are being emotionally available with each other, then yeah, for sure. That's definitely a good sign that it's going somewhere. Now, on the flip side of that, signs that it's not going anywhere. Surface level conversations. Like, it's inconsistent messaging. If it's like, he's hitting you up at nighttime and he's just like, hey, what are you doing? Are you up? That type, like, honey, don't take that seriously. You are just a booty call. Not to just get off track, but I was looking at my analytics today, and 53%? 53% of men watch my podcast. So, which is why I feel like either one, you're obviously, you just want to look at me. Two, you're intrigued by what I'm saying. Or three, you're just here for a good time. Love all of them. Love all of them. But yeah, so if he's definitely hitting you up in the middle of the night, he's definitely not taking you seriously. He definitely is just wanting the kitty cat. He's just wanting the kitty cat, He's wanting Cammy the toe. He is just wanting your lady parts. And yeah, that's totally up to you how you want to move forward with that. Always too busy to meet. So if he's not planning the dates, if he is not excited to see you or says like, I can't wait to see you, when are you available? If he is not showing that type of effort, baby, move on. Move on. All right, cheers to that. Cheers to that. Now, do people in the talking stage owe each other exclusivity? This is a good one. This is a good one. Do people in the talking stage owe each other exclusivity? No. In my opinion, no. Date whoever you want. You do not owe the person that you're talking to in the talking stage exclusivity, because he has not said, I want to be with you exclusively. You have to also expect that he is entertaining other women. So you should be open to other dates. You should be open to meeting and talking to other people until you say, listen, lady, I don't want you talking to anybody else. I like what's going on here. I like what we're building. I'm going to need you to stop. I'm going to need you to please accept my invitation to be your boyfriend. That's when that person owes you exclusivity, if they should accept that invitation to be with each other exclusively. But if you are not, then no, absolutely not. Now it can be up to you if you do not want to, if you choose not to see anybody, but it is not owed to you. So that's what I feel like some people, and some men can be like, oh, she's talking to all these dudes, she's a hoe. Your mama a hoe, whatever. No, absolutely not. Your mama a hoe. Don't you ever try to. One thing I can't stand is a man who's like, she's tainted because she's talking to all these guys or whatever. Your mama tainted, okay? Like, absolutely not. You think your daddy was just the first one that came around the block? Absolutely not. Cut it out and quit acting like your shit don't stink. Baby, please. Now let's jump into my next segment. Confidence in dating. Who's bringing their A game? I feel like they both should be bringing their A game. I feel like men need to bring it. I feel like first impressions are very important on the men and the woman side. I feel like the conversation on the first date is so important, because if you don't click, you don't click, right? So it's just like but it does feel like an interview. Like, it feels like an interview, and don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to do it. Like, here's my resume. Let me know if you're interested, type thing. Is confidence sexier than looks? I feel like, yeah, it can be. I feel like you're initially attracted to the person. But if you just so happen to not be attracted to them, I feel like if a man or a woman has a certain confidence about them, it can be so attractive. And then you can then find them attractive. And it's like, that's why a lot of these rappers or these celebrities that are not like, you would see them on the street and be like, ew, or like, but when they play certain roles, or rappers are like confidence or whatever, because they know they got that or whatever. But if you meet a man that's like that, you find it definitely attractive. And then all of a sudden, you're like, he's the hottest man in the room, because his confidence is shining through. Do you, boo? Do you? All right. Now, do you find confidence in a man irresistible, or does it sometimes border on cockiness? This is a good one. I find a man's confidence very irresistible, desirable, attractive. And I feel like when a man can present himself a certain way, it makes you then, it turns like, it rubs off on you, because you are attracted to that and you want to kind of almost mirror that in a way. Because if you somewhat don't have the confidence, you would want to mirror that. But if you are confident, then you are obviously attracting each other. I feel that's my opinion. Does it sometimes border on cockiness? I feel like there is a fine line when it comes to a man being okay. So we've all heard that saying, that man know he fine. That man know he fine. And, he's just, I don't know how to explain it. You know that man is fine, and you know that he knows that he's fine. And I feel like sometimes that can border cockiness in a way, because it's like, you're so fine that you ain't got to worry about no bitches. Like, you ain't got to worry about never getting no pussy. And I feel like that can border the cockiness. Yes, you're confident. That's great. Right? Your confidence is exuding, but I feel like when you are just like not showing the humbleness a little bit, it can definitely come off cocky. It can definitely come off cocky. But hey, do what you want, because there's bitches out there that will eat that shit up. They will eat that shit up. And they will keep coming back and back and back and back and back. And then they're on, are we dating the same person? A page. And you're like, ain't this man been with like so many other girls? And they keep going back. And they keep going back. That shit is crazy. So in Dallas, we have this Facebook page. I'm just going to jump off topic real quick. In Facebook, we have this in Dallas, we have this Facebook page called Are We Dating the Same Person, or some shit like that. And they will put in the man's picture, like if they meet him off a dating website or dating app or whatever, they'll put their picture in and be like, are we dating the same person? Does anybody have any tea? Anything like that. And it's wild. Like, it's wild. And I want to say we talked about this on another episode, but like, I have been getting on Facebook just a little bit more recently, and that page is just like blowing the fuck up. Like, there's a lot of sad stories, but then there's a lot of like, oh my God, they're like, this man has been posted 10 times in the last month. Like, what is happening? get him off. Like, come on. Like, and sometimes men know they're getting posted and they still don't care. But there's still women out there that are still going to hit him up and are still going to talk to him and are still going to give up that cootie cat. Let's jump into a woman's confidence, owning your power in dating. Why are confident women labeled as too much or intimidating? I feel like a woman can get labeled as too much because, one, her standards are higher than the average Joe, and he cannot live up to that or he cannot provide for that. And that's when you need to date within your tax bracket. I feel like that's when you need to stay in your lane and maybe not try to date a woman who is making six figures and you're not. Because what she can do for herself, she expects a man to do that or more. Because why would she? Why? But then, there's always an exception to the rule. It's, is love enough? That's what it comes down to, is love enough? But she doesn't, there's I feel like sometimes I go too deep into the question, but that's the Virgo in me. Is why is it labeled too much or intimidating? And then, a woman that has that confidence that she is, maybe she's at the bar by herself. You know what I mean? Maybe she's at the bar having dinner and a drink, and she's maybe working, or she's just talking to the bartender. And maybe she comes off intimidating because she does not need to be there with anybody. You know what I mean? She does not need to be there with a man. She does not need to be there with a friend to feel like, oh, now I can, enjoy myself. She is taking herself out on solo dates. Maybe pictures that she's posting are really confident pictures, and that could make you intimidated. Her job role may make you intimidated. How much she makes a year may make you intimidated. There is a lot of things that a man can say, she intimidates me. But I feel like saying I'm intimidated by her is better than she's too much for me, because too much, I feel like, is a lame way to just say, is a lame way to label somebody. I feel like she's in, like, I'm intimidated by her, like, that baby bad, but like, she is like, I'm intimidated too much. I'm intimidated by her because I know I cannot, like, I don't want that rejection. But hey, you miss 100% of your shots you don't take. So shoot your shot. You never know. You never know. She may want to, upgrade you, level you up. And a lot of women are like that. A lot of women want to build with you. But a lot of women have to see that motivation, because women are motivated. A lot of women can be motivated. And I can't speak for everyone. I can't speak for every woman, but I feel like every Virgo I have met, including myself, has always been just like a go-getter, a motivator. And a lot of my friends are like that. Like, I have a lot of friends that are just doing really well for themselves, and they're entrepreneurs. And 90% of them are Virgos. I don't know what it is. I feel like we're just like in this cult. I don't know. All right. So okay. What's the boldest move you've made to get someone's attention and did it work? What's the boldest? Honestly, for me, the boldest move I've ever done is probably just add them or follow them. The boldest move you've made to get someone's attention and did it work? Yes. Yeah. add them and follow them. Like, that's probably the boldest move I've ever made. I don't crave a man's attention. I don't. I feel like that's just never been in my character. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't ever recall, making big moves to somebody, to a man, and be like, what's up? Hi, talk to me. Like, I've never done that. And did it work? Yeah, when I followed them, they followed me back and we started talking. Oh, and now this leads into my next segment: dating after a confidence crash, rebuilding after rejection or heartbreak. Oh my, how past breakups or rejections impact confidence. Well, one, I have been rejected twice, not to my face, but I've had two guys ghost me, and which was absurd. Like, I'll never understand it, because, like, it is what it is. But did it hurt my ego? I don't think it hurt my ego. I think it hurt my feelings. Like, you couldn't give me the, I mean, again, I'm not owed anything, so um it didn't impact my confidence. If anything, I just was like, I chucked into the game, and I just basically said, maybe I just intimidated them. Maybe I was too much for them. Maybe I was just too much for them. All right, let's see. Ways to rebuild self-worth and attract the right person. So, ways to build self-worth and attract the right person. I feel like when you put yourself out into the dating scene, I feel like whatever past relationships you have gotten out of, or, maybe it be a divorce, maybe it be a marriage, you're going through divorce and that's done, or maybe you had a long-term relationship, or maybe you're just been dating a lot of the wrong guys. I feel like when that is the case, you definitely need to heal. You need to heal from those relationships, because you have to get back to the root of who you are. Because remember, you gave a lot of your energy to these individuals. And so you have to kind of almost take your power back from them, because you gave so much of yourself, and whatever the case may be, you've put your all into this person and relationship, and it just didn't work. Oh well, it's okay. But I definitely think that when you are in the right mindset, your energy's right, you love you, and you are content with being alone, and you just love yourself, I feel like you start attracting the right people to your light. And now you have to be careful, because you can attract some people that just want to steal it, and you don't want to do that again. But that's why a lot of it has to do with healing. A lot of it has to deal with, knowing yourself, what you want. What do you want out of that relationship? What do you want out of a partnership going forward? Depending on how old you are, we don't got time to be just wasting years, okay? Like, when you're in your 20s, maybe a year or maybe 2 years. But when you start getting older, in your 20s and in your 30s, like, don't play with me. Like, don't play with me. Especially after 35, don't play. Don't play with me. Absolutely not. Like, I will slash your tires. Okay. Now let's get to the game. All right. Now, if you are at home, obviously, or in your car. No, not in your car. You're not drinking and driving. Okay. So let's play a game. It's called Truth, Flirt, or Pass. So I have to pick Truth, Flirt, or Pass. No, I have to pick Truth or Flirt. And if I don't want to answer the question, whichever one I pick, and I pick Pass, I have to tell an embarrassing story based off of the question in the past section, if that makes sense. Hopefully it makes sense. I don't know. Okay. Truth or flirt? I'm trying not to look. I know y'all probably like, she knows all the questions, but I truthfully don't remember. Okay. Truth or flirt? Okay, let me go with flirt because I feel like that'd be the fun one. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna just do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, so there's 3. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by. Wait, how do you do that? How do you play eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by your toe? If it's not, let him go. Wait, I don't know. I don't know how to play that game. How do I not know how to play the game? Oh my god. I picked the middle one just subconsciously, and I don't want it. I don't want it. Oh my god. Give your best flirty compliment to someone in the room. Give your best flirty compliment to someone in the room. Oh my god. Oh my god. Give your best flirty compliment to someone in the room. Your best flirty compliment to someone in the room. Oh my god. Do I even know how to flirt? Why am I drawing a blank right now? And I think I'm a pretty good flirt. Like, I don't mean to flirt. A lot of times I don't even mean to flirt. So it's just like I feel embarrassed and there's literally nobody here. Okay. Have you give your best flirty compliment to someone in the room? I mean, I don't know. I'd just be like, I would literally just like look at him and be like, are you hungry? Is that a flirt? I don't know. Is that a flirty compliment? Or I would be like, are you hungry? No, okay, hold on. Let me get into scene. Let me get into the scene. Okay. All right, let me set up the scenario. What's the scenario? We're at my house. I don't know why we would be at my house, but this is where we are. Okay, say we're at my house. Okay. Say he's sitting on the couch. Say I don't even know. Oh my god. Okay, say he's sitting on the couch. I'd probably go sit down next to him and be like, you look hungry. I can feed you. I don't know. Is that sexual? I feel like that was majorly sexual. Oh my god. I hope my parents are not watching this. Oh, I should have probably did a disclaimer for my kids if my son watches this, because I'm sorry. I should have did a pass, because tell us about the most awkward first kiss you've ever had. I'd rather have told y'all that one than try to set up a fucking scenario. Okay. Cheers to that, guys. Well, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. As always, don't forget to follow me on my socials. Let's be friends. And I'll definitely do another poll. And I think I might have one more episode on the whole confidence thing. But if not, we'll go back to regular schedules and we'll just talk about some fun topics. So, as always, don't forget to follow me on socials. And until next time, I'll see you in my next episode. Bye.